Հայկական բարեգործական ընդհանուր միության Հye Geen մասնաճյուղի եթերից բարի երեկո ձեզ սիրելի հեռուստադիտողներ։ Եթե հիշում եք, անցյալ անգամ մենք դիտեցինք հունվար ամսին Woodbury համալսարանում տեղի ունեցած այն միջոցառման տեսաերիզը, որը կազմակերպված էր Armenian Women's Coalition of Los Angeles, Los Angeles-ի հայ կանանց միացյալ մարմնի կազմակերպությամբ։ Միջոցառումը շատ գեղեցիկ էր, շատ հետաքրքիր, շարունակենք դիտել այդ միջոցառման շարունակությունը։ Հունվարի 17-ին Burbank-ի Woodbury համալսարանում կայացավ «Հիշում եմ և պահանջում» խորագրով միջոցառումը կազմակերպությամբ Լոս Անջելեսի հայ կանանց միացյալ մարմնի։ Միացյալ մարմին ստեղծելու նախաձեռնությունը հայկական բարեգործական ընդհանուր միության Hye Geen մասնաճյուղի մտահղացումն էր։ Այս նորաստեղծ միացյալ մարմնին անդամակցում են 13 շատ կարևոր կազմակերպություններ, որոնք շարունակելու են իրենց համախմբված գործը։ Օրվա իմաստը կայանում էր նրանում, որ հաջողվեց հայրենիքից հազարավոր մղոններ հեռու գտնվող խաղաղ օվկիանոսյան ափերին ստեղծել համախոհ կանանց մի խումբ, որոնք ամեն գնով պատրաստ են պահել և պահպանել մեր բազմադարյա և յուրօրինակ մշակութային լեգենդը, պատրաստ են շարունակել վառ պահել իրենց նախնիների հերոսական այն ջանքերը, որի շնորհիվ և կարողացան իրենց պատմության մութ օրերը անցկացնել հերոսաբար։ Այս նորաստեղծ միացյալ մարմնի նպատակն է ուղեկցել նոր սերունդին դեպի պայծառ ապագա, տանելով նրանց իմաստալից, գիտագից ճանապարհով, սովորեցնելով նրանց նվիրյալ հայ լինելու ազգային գաղափարը։ The Armenian Women's Coalition of Los Angeles, Լոս Անջելեսի հայ կանանց միացյալ մարմինը, գիտակցելով միասնության մեջ պարփակված հաջողությունը, մեգընդմիշտ փարադեց այս մտքի շուրջ եղող որևէ կասկած։ Hye Geen-ը միասնաբար իր դժվարին աշխատանքով կարող է միայն հարգել հիշադակային կանանց, որոնց անցած դժվարին ուղու արդյունքն ենք այսօր մենք։ Այսօրվա մի խումբ կանանց այս երդվյալ միասնությունը ջահագիրն է հայ ժողովրդի ապագայի։
My name is Mariam. I'm the director and producer of Orphans of the Genocide. And before doing my presentation on Women of 1915, I'd like to show you a segment from Orphans of the Genocide, which was about a woman of 1915.
All Armenian males remained in Kayseri, except for a few feeble elderly men and boys under the age of 15. The able-bodied, mostly intellectuals, had been gathered, jailed, and then slain in what came to be known as Slaughter Valley.
90-year-old Major Darian, author of Hye Geen, a novel based on the memoirs of Hye Geen Kalandarian, a close family friend who was a genocide orphan. Hye Geen's story is a testament to the plight of a typical teenage Armenian orphan girl during the genocide.
Hye Geen's father had died before the deportation began. So it was just she and her mother. They started out from the city of Kayseri and joined other people in their neighborhood and other cities, and they took that journey.
And I would like to briefly review a few things about Orphans After Genocide. So far, we have a few versions of Orphans After Genocide. We have the 90-minute broadcast version, the 110-minute extended DVD version, which is available here outside. And we're working on, having Blu-ray discs soon. I think it'll be ready in a month or so. Now, Orphans After Genocide was so vast of a topic that we couldn't fit everything we found as far as the Orphans After Genocide in one film. Even if the film were, let's say, 3 hours. That's why we published a book and tried to incorporate the rest of the stories in a book. So far, Orphans After Genocide has aired on a number of public broadcasting stations. These are some of them. And we have actually 2 broadcasts lined up in April. One of them being AGBU in Tampa, Florida on April 22nd. And the next one is KCTU local public station here in Los Angeles. In fact, yesterday we had a meeting and we decided the date and everything, so it's going on April 22, 9 p.m. Orphans After Genocide is already a critically acclaimed documentary. We all have already broadcast in 4 TV markets, and in some cases it was historical success. And so far, over 12 million viewers were offered to watch the film. And by broadcasting it here in LA, the number will be 15,350,000. And our personal goal is by the end of 2015 to make that number 1 million. We've done, besides broadcasting, we've done numerous screenings literally around the world. So far it's been translated and subtitled into French, Portuguese, Spanish. We're working on the Turkish. Armenian is almost ready. If we need, there is need to be Russian and Arabic and any other language that we have demand for. As a group or as individuals, we've been lucky enough to acquire some awards. And the film was a part of a number of film festivals, one of them being Arco Film Festival, Unspoken Human Rights Film Festival, the Pomegranate Film Festival of Toronto, and we won the Author's Choice Award there, the Rated SR Film Festival in New York, and through them we were a part of the Cannes Film Festival, the documentary section in 2014. And of course our own Los Gateman, the Golden Africa Film Festival in Armenia. And this one is huge if it works out. About 2 months ago, they contacted me, the Geneva International Film Festival and Forum on Human Rights. And they'll make a decision. They'll make a decision by the end of January if they'll have it a part of their lineup or not. And this year, we were also, in 2014, last year I should say, we were nominated also a regional Emmy under the category of historical documentary. And this is great news. Tomorrow at the Irvine International Film Festival in Orange County, we will be a part of the official lineup of the festival, and Orphans After Genocide will be shown at 5 p.m. So you're all invited. It's at the, I think, Laguna Hills Cinema. I think that's where it is. Besides film festivals and broadcasts, we've also had, we use Orphans After Genocide as an educational tool, and we were invited by a huge number of universities around the world, and in our country here, to show the Orphans After Genocide to non-Armenian students, and that's our actual main goal. Now, our tonight's topic is Women of 1915. Women of 1915 is our current project. It's a feature documentary film on the plight of the Armenian women and all those non-Armenian women who came to their rescue, or the rescue of their Armenian sisters. Now, what we'll discuss in the film are all these adjectives. The speakers before me already, my fellow speakers mentioned the qualities that you see here on the screen, so we'll be touching upon most of them and some more. The film will start from the beginning of the Armenians, from the Armenian mythology. It will start with a love story between Bach and Asti, the most beloved two gods and goddesses that we had. We'll discuss the wife, the Armenian woman as the wife, the mother, the nurturer, and of course, the freedom fighter. And one of the adjectives that we heard about equality was resilience. That's the typical resilience of Armenian women. And of course, then comes the genocide. But we don't stop there. Or even though the beautiful Armenian woman turns into the victim, but we carry on and we highlight giant women such as Diana Alpar. Diana Alpar was the ambassador of Armenia in Japan in 1918, and we did some further research that she was the first woman ambassador in the world, in history. She was the very first one. No woman has ever been an ambassador before Diana Alpar. So we did some research and we found her granddaughter, Lucy Alpar, who lives in Mariposa, California, about, I think, 6 hours away from here. And she gave us this beautiful interview about her grandmother and how of a huge person she was. Another giant woman of 1915 is Laura Martinanian, also we heard her name this morning. Her story, she's a typical woman of 1915. As we know, she went through all the indignities that you can imagine. And her story was turned into a book, a novel, and also the book was converted into a film. And the film, in those days, according to this gentleman, Anthony Sly, the film critic, was one of the top 3 movies in the world, during those times, as far as silent movies concerned. And we interviewed Mr. Anthony Sly, and we listened to we recorded his comments as far as that. Now, as we know, the movie set I'm surprised. The movie was lost for years, and this gentleman from Argentina found the film, but only part of the film. So only 15 minutes of the film were salvaged by this gentleman, Eduardo Cosamian. Of course, we'll tell the stories of the giant humanitarians that helped the Armenians, such as Karen Yepe and Maria Jacobson, and the list is long. There's more to know. Then what we discussed in the film also is social displacement, Islamized Armenians, Armenian women in harems, and of course it goes hand in hand with sexual violence and forced marriages. And of course, Armenian women as freedom fighters, as we mentioned earlier. Now, we found that resilience comes, the resilience of the Armenian women goes all the way back to the Armenian mythology. And we discovered that our goddess of war, in a lot of cultures, the goddess of war, the god of war is a male. In our case, it's a woman. The goddess of war is a woman, and her name is Nane. And not only she was the goddess of war, she was also the goddess of motherhood and wisdom. So these are the 3 characteristics of the Armenian women.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. And throughout history, we've produced 150 Armenian queens. Now, not necessarily all these queens were queens of Armenia, but they were Armenians. And they were responsible to govern, build, and defend the country. Huge responsibility besides raising children. We all know and we're very proud about the fact that we're the first Christian nation. Although there are some debates now going on about that too. And we always link this to Gregory the Illuminator, Su People Salvage, because he converted us into Christianity. And we know the story how King Durga III was persecuting the Christians, and one day he got sick. It was a spell from God, And the only person who could save him was Kriko Musavovich, who was in the dungeon. And it's true that de facto, Kriko Musavovich saved the king. He cured him of his disease, but it was based on a dream by Princess Ostrovatu, who was the king's sister. So I think the reason we turned Christians is because of a woman. This is the foreshaddow of Princess Ostrovatu. She was at least a catalyst of the whole thing. So, and then, of course, Kriko Musavovich or Saint Gregory the Illuminator baptizes the whole family, the royal family, and the country turns into a Christian country. This is in 301. Now, speaking of the resilience of Armenian women, this picture has never been seen before. These few pictures that I'll show you. She was a Ferai. Her name was Khatun Yakujan. She was a very fierce fighter, very strong woman.